let's see. Hey everybody, welcome to 2 Plus Stuff. My name is Doug with a myriad of kind guests that I just now realized I should have invited to my game before I actually started the stream. So we're going to do that real quick. Hi everybody. Let's see.
Hello, how are we doing?
We are good. I'm inviting you all to the lobby right now. And
jumped in. I'm already here, I think.
Sweet. Yeah, just hanging out. I got my Marcus Kruber character. Excited to hang out and chat with y'all as we talk about all kinds of cool stuff. We got some goodies this weekend from Games Workshop. So let's go down the line here. Let's see. We got Agent Nagash. Looks like you booted in and then you disappeared. All right.
I realized I was as the dwarf, and I was like, I absolutely do not want to play as his character.
Okay. So yeah, sweet. Okay. Let's give me your 1-word or 2-word synopsis. What'd you think of the weekend's preview?
Over the moon in a very Slaneshi fashion. Was a late session.
There we go. All right. Flying Irish, you've been joining us for quite some time, saving our tales, but now we have you on audio. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing very good, thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Excuse the accent.
Oh no problem at all. We take all kinds. Because we've only ever played Vermintide with you, I don't really know. Do you play Age of Sigmar and that kind of stuff?
Yeah, I actually main Fireslayer army.
Oh,
I play a little Warcry 2, but since the last preview, my only impressions were, oh my poor wallet.
Yes.
So, I will probably get into some other games, the Warhammer Quest, Underworlds, and all of it.
Right on. And we also have Craig, who's Takeover Mars, an awesome painter over on Instagram. Buddy, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm excited for Curse City. That's what I'm looking forward to.
Yeah.
We all are, mate. We all are. So good, isn't it?
Oh, I've never played Warhammer Quest, but that's probably going to be my game of choice for a long time.
Yeah. Craig, did you get my invite to join the game?
Yeah, I did. It was loading up, and now it just kicked me back out to the beginning. I'm going to try this again.
Okay. No problem. Take your time. We're all set.
2020 trying to sleep into the...
Exactly. Oh, no, I see you trying to spec in. Okay, sweet. Yeah, so for me personally, the Lumineth stuff, I'm of a couple minds about. I love the models. I think it's I dare I say, a full army now. I love it. Don't quite understand why it was split into 2 releases within a year, but hey,
I mean,
COVID, maybe?
Sorry to butt in. I just think it's one of those where it depends what sort of where you are in the world. It depends on your culture and your more importantly your currency. But I reckon it's kind of to do maybe on the money terms of having a split release. But that's my personal opinion, and I won't get into it too much.
That was the most polite way of saying it was a money grab, Doug, that I've ever heard.
I just to be honest, I think the Luminous stuff looks very pretty. Is it an army for me to do? No, not at all.
Yeah.
But I just feel sorry for I know some friends who bought the limited edition Battletome, oh, this is really cool, and then it's now redundant. And I know they say you can get the tech list book to get the new War Scrolls, but they didn't mention anything about new artifacts, so you're really going to have to buy the new as well. But that's just my thoughts. Obviously, they say that if you want to play Age of Sigmar, you don't actually need to have a Battletome for your army. So
it's technically true. You are technically correct. The most mediocre kind of correct is what I'm going to say. So
I don't know, as a Slanesh player, I was pretty happy with getting my second half, and I assume there are people out there that are just as happy as I was.
Absolutely. And that's the thing where it's like somebody was comparing that with the Slanesh book, and I was like, well, I mean, the Slanesh one, it got FAQ'd to oblivion. I don't know. It felt different to me, but I don't know why. It's true. You're absolutely right. People who got their Slanesh half of their army, the mortal half, and then the Lumineth guys, pretty much in the same pot, but I get it.
Yeah. I mean, it could have probably been a longer gap in between. Maybe might have made people feel better about it, but I mean, yeah.
Right on. Well,
They got
That's
some
cool.
cool looking models, so I can't complain about that.
Oh, you're a Games Workshop customer. You absolutely can. What are you talking about? Flying Irish. Was there anything from the release that really gripped you? Like besides, I guess what I'm really asking is, are you a Lumineth fan? Was that enticing to you?
I wouldn't say I'm a Luminet fan. I appreciate the models; they look gorgeous. I have a friend who is a Luminet fan, so I was just preparing to receive the scream of delight. But no, for my part, strangely, what jumped to my face was the White King. Actually,
Yeah.
I really like the model, and I'm not a Dead fan. Sorry, Age of Nagash.
It's really
I
a black
really
turn relationship. It's fun.
so yeah, I really like the model. I don't know why, but
No, I mean it's a fantastic model. Mikey, if you were just trying to talk, you're cutting out. But
I'm like, right, I'll pop out the chat for a moment and I'll join back in on my phone.
okay. But
My
yeah,
mouth is
so
going off crazy. Sorry.
no, you're fine. Ah, punch,
I'm being
no.
decent when I try to do something.
There we go. I don't know why I didn't just shoot him in the face, but whatever.
sorry, I just saw the Age of Nagash. I think he's AFK, but he was grabbed by a sorcerer, so I was busy sniping that guy.
it heard me leave the chat. Thank you guys for saving me. What I was going to... What model were we talking about? Sorry, what death model?
The White King.
Oh, yes, the non-Blood Knight White King, I believe is Christmas
Yeah.
King. No,
They tricked me so hard with that.
but
I was
what,
like,
when
yes.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I mean,
Go ahead.
I've got an awful habit of talking over people, so just tell me to shut up when I need to. But what I will say is, when I actually went back and I did like my reveal show for on my channel on the preview, when you actually go back to the old White King model, you can see why it's the White King. It's got so many marks that trace over. So it
Absolutely.
makes sense. And the current White King is, oh my god, I don't know how they still sell it.
I was really hoping for that those Blood Knights, because when I tried to build a vampire army, $100 for 5 fine castles, like no.
But think of the quality of the sculpts, buddy. Like it's such a great value if you think about it.
No, and that's the thing. Like the quality's horrible compared to their new stuff too.
I know.
Oh, I bought one kit. Just to see. I was like, I regret it so much. And they're on like the small cav bases. You'd think they'd be on the big stuff, but nope.
I'm being chased by a rat ogre, by the way.
Oh.
I think I'm alone.
Well,
Yes, you are very, very alone.
you be the team player and take that on by yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
For a
If you could
start.
just handle that for us, buddy, that'd be
Yeah.
wonderful.
That's
I'll take
aggro
one vote,
thinking for you.
Slave.
Where's the rat? Ever since I disconnected on the voice chat, I've literally. Oh, here we are.
There you go.
What? I knew someone, talking about Blood Knights, when I went to the tournament, I met someone who was playing an all Soulblight army when it was cool about 3 years ago, and he had about, I think, 25 Blood Knights.
Oh,
And
Oh.
I said to him, you must love the models, because it's the worst model I've ever built in my life. He
yeah.
loved the idea.
Yeah. I kit bashed some with the new Chaos Knight kit. That's
All right.
before I got the old one. I was like, oh, they have to be on the bigger bases, right? Because GW doesn't have the base size. And
No, they don't.
So I put them in, and then I got the new ones, and they're on the small bases. I was very upset with that. I was like, this is ridiculous. They're still selling these.
I can't win. Okay, right on. So, one of the things I wanted to chat about now that I have, I'm kind of in the same boat as Flying Irish, where it's like I don't have any stake in death armies at all. But, get it, vampires. Anyway, so
I didn't get it. Can I say it again?
oh, sorry, I didn't say it dry enough for the British humor to translate. I didn't say it while staring at you and just having a cup of coffee and making it seem like there was no joke whatsoever.
You back off. That's how my Tinder page is. Usually doing pun jokes about vampires.
Yes. Oh.
Sorry. So you were trying to make a point. Right?
Oh yes. I'm sorry. Sorry, the rattling cannon came around the corner, and all
So,
thinking
right.
stopped.
There's a health potion here for you, just so you don't miss it.
Yeah, there's a. Oh, sorry, I'll be better at pointing this out. So I wanted to ask. There's a lot of talk about whatever is coming. This new Soulblight book is going to be basically a replacement for Legions of Nagash as a battle tome. What do you think about that thing in concept?
So, would anyone like to talk Friday? I'm going to be fighting.
I mean, I don't know if
so
it's gonna be a replacement, but there's gonna be a different take. I think Legions of the Gash is probably gonna be more like the old skeleton army people. But what were they called? But I think I think they're gonna be more focused on that. Yeah.
Okay. Flying Irish, how about you, buddy? What do you think?
To be completely honest, I completely tapped out on what you said. I was really much focusing on what the hell is hitting me. But
Oh, okay. No, I was just gonna ask, what do you think about Legions of Nagash sort of being like not erased, but just kind of like I guess a soft reset with whatever the Soul Blight thing's coming out.
Actually, when the Battle Tome came out for Legions of Nagash, and I saw the new format they were taking with the 2.0, I think it was. They kind of changed the format of the Battle Tome. I kind of saw the writing on the wall. So for me, I was not surprised. I was more like, yeah, it was bound to happen sometime.
Yeah.
Format. So I can understand some frustration on the part of Death players out there, but from my part, I mean, it's more like if you didn't see that coming, maybe you should.
Yeah, I guess my thought is. Oh, sorry. Mikey, go ahead and give me yours. I want to hear it all.
Cool. So obviously, Asian Gas very focused on death. Because I've covered it a lot on the channel, so I've had a lot of user comments and stuff about other people's opinions. And something that comes up a lot is, I want a vampire army, not a Legions of the Gash army. Point two. I personally, as a massive death player and fan, am glad that this is going to be Legions of the Gash point two. And the reason why is because I really like, and bear in mind I never actually played it, I really like vampire counts and that sort of aesthetic. And something that me and you have already mentioned on the we've done one of these before, is talking about how we would really like it's a Sigmar book, but for the Death and Shaiish, with like a vampire aristocracy. And I would much prefer something like that, where you've got, and it's just very much like Vampire Council, it just leads to the Gash. You've got your skeletons, you've got your zombies. You just basically got a huge book of loads of options. But this time, it's actually got like a longer shelf life compared to the current Legion of the Gash book that really does need quite a bit of an update. I understand that people want a vampire army as well, and some people, for God knows what reason, want a vampire. I'm very opinionated on that. But the problem I have is I honestly think, right, this is our vampire army, this is our death army. We're not going to get like 3. This is the one. So I'd much rather it be something middle of the road and include a lot of death stuff. And obviously, because I'm heavily invested in Legion of the Gash already, I don't want to have to not throw away that, but to start calling it a legend. Kind of. So I'm a big fan on the redoing Legion of the Gash.
Okay, right on. Gotta say for me, what am I gonna think? So I guess for me, I feel like books get replaced. If they're gonna, replace it in such a way that it changes the name, I think that could be communicated to us consumers. Like if they're like, hey, listen, everything you like about Legions of the Gash is gonna be in this new thing. It's called Soulblight Gravelords. Done. Like wonderful. Like, no one.
Was the word you used there, wasn't it?
Do what?
Communication was the word you used right there.
Yeah, and that's always my go-to word for GW. That is always a sore spot. Where it's just, man, like that's their one weakness as a company. I don't know. Well, I'm sure there's many, but whatever. So yeah, that's kind of my thought. It was just like, if we're gonna like, put zombies and skeletons and all that stuff in there, that's cool. I'm so excited. That would actually get me to do a death army if I could have good looking zombies. But
I think that's also going. I was just going to say that leads into another question, which is very opinionated. What was everyone's thoughts on the new zombies? Because that's something that's been on the internet of everyone either yay or nay.
I like them. I want different ones though. Like I want some of those and some other things.
Okay.
I don't like all my zombies looking the same though, because that's I don't know, kind of boring.
That's super fair.
Come from everywhere.
What do you think, Flying Irish? What do you think of the zombies from Curse City that we saw?
I love the models for the zombies. I'm kind of in the same mind that for me zombies are more chaff more than anything else. So I would not have a full army of them, but those models are gorgeous.
Mm-hmm. Mikey, what you thought?
My thoughts are, I like them, and I don't like them. So my reason behind this is for something like if they're just in Warhammer Quest Curse City, I love them. So much character, fantastic. If that's going to be the aesthetic and the models used for like an actual zombie horde box set, if you like, don't like them just because they're too busy, they're too focused. I think for a standalone, full of character dungeon crawler game, great. Mm-hmm. But for an army where how many do you need? Well, to make them competitive, you need 120. No, I don't agree. And it's just also it's. So you're telling me every zombie in Age of Sigmar carries a tomb on their butt? It's just a little bit. I get it for Curse City where it's all got that sort of Halloween sort of dark vibe. I dig it. But and obviously, there's going to be the people who well, you don't have to. You could convert any model into it. Yeah, which not everyone's got that time of the day, have they? So for 120 models, or however many, you probably need more than that zombies in a bloody unit to be useful. But I'm split. So I like them at the moment, as long as they don't make them the norm.
That's fair. For me, I love them. The only things I have to say about them is I want an entire range of them, and I also want them to have some diversity in sculpts. Like I want some zombies that are just standing upright and that kind of thing. And I think that's pretty reasonable, like to expect, because if we look at like Silver Tower when they released a whole bunch of Zangor, that was our first look at Zangors and Carrick Acolytes and stuff. Those sculpts, they're not like the kits that you just randomly buy. People buy the Silver Tower ones and use them as like unit champions because they're a little bit different. So I think that's kind of what I'm expecting from all of this. That will have other zombies. There's ammo box up here if anybody needs it.
Fantastic. I'll just say on that note as well. I found a book. I'll hold that while we're here. What I just say as well is, where am I like spider grots? The ones from Silver Tower with like the multi-legs? That never materialised. So
that's true.
So if you really don't like something that you're going to see here, don't overthink it. Is what I'd say as well.
Yeah. No, absolutely. What I would say, if there was like I don't know any other word to use other than like normal unit where it's just like 20 dudes shambling forward, like we kind of know, but with better looking sculpts. And then you splash those guys who are like nailed to boards in there. I think that would look so rad, like mixing them all together. Problem is, I feel like they have to go all in because I do not feel like the new ones, as much as I love them and I think they are beautiful, I don't think they match the existing zombie kit. They stand out like a sore thumb.
The existing zombie kit though is god awful. Yes. I try to use it as purely as just like basing for my flesh eater courts. It's just cut up bodies, but
no, absolutely, I get it.
Use it for that.
Well, it's night and day different from the Chaos Warriors, where you're like, man, I really hope they keep this aesthetic, and they made those new models that blended perfectly. And with these guys, I'm just like, actually, can we just start over?
Yeah. When I was trying to build my vampire army, I wanted to use zombies instead of skeletons, and I was looking at like, there's just
no, I can't justify buying that many of something I hate to look at.
Yeah, I don't even want to touch them.
Yeah.
I think also I think something that we have seen here is like an interesting concept of how zombies have probably maybe I don't know when that kit came out, the original zombie kit, but I'm going to say a while ago. And I think maybe something that's changed in our concept of zombies is that, like, even in films and pop culture and stuff, They're no longer this slow shambling horde. They are fast mutants. You see, World War
Yeah,
Z.
28 days
It's
later
like-
zombies. Yeah.
and they've decided not to go for that. So it's not a virus. It is literally just reanimated dead, which I'm absolutely fine with. But so even if they're not going to be copy and paste the exact same zombies that we get in a separate box set, we know what route they're going to take with it, not the virus route, if you like. It is just reanimated dead. Like Walking Dead, basically. At that point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But at the end, we were talking about this. We might not even get these zombies. So, I still stand by something that I said. Is that second edition was all about getting people's armies new battle tomes, or just a battle tome, and then third edition is if we see any of the old armies updated with models, is when we'll see.
There we go.
That's my standpoint with it, and obviously I have no way of proving that. But if I am right, I will like to boast about it.
Exactly.
You chuck enough stuff in the wall, something's bound to be right.
Yes, that's the reoccurring joke I have with the Warhammer Weekly guys. They're just like, we called it. I'm like, you called everything, nerds. Like, I bet on all the horses, so I always win. Anyway, I hope they don't think I'm actually hating on them, but whatever.
I'm sure they won't. I would just like to ask, what is everyone's favourite model for the preview?
Mine.
Or
ahead.
let's just do Warhammer Quest, and then we can talk about the preview. So, from all the models we saw from Warhammer Quest, which was most of the models, which was
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
That
it said.
Vargolf.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Vargolf on the bad side. I like the Noble on the good guy side.
Let's let Flying Irish here have a little time in the sun here, buddy. What was your favorite model from Cursed City?
I really liked the woman, the soldier one with the 200 cord. I don't know why. She really spoke.
Wait, is that the one with the eagle on her shoulder?
I think she has fur on her shoulder.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Yeah, but that one.
Okay.
I don't know why. It was really my favorite. I just saw her and I said, "Oh, I want to play her."
Yeah. That's a great call. It's actually one of my top two as well. What about you, Craig?
Yeah, the Vargolf and the Noble. Those two are my favorite.
Yeah.
I like the Noble a lot because I was like, I could easily turn him into a Slanesh.
Oh yeah, I mean, that mustache alone is a herald of Slanesh.
I love the fact that you just love the character because you just see it as raw materials to be reshaped.
Sorry, I'll give that to you.
That's usually how I see all kids. Like, can I use this in what I want to use it in?
Yep.
No, don't want it. Yes, totally taking it.
Yep.
It's especially good since you think of it as reshaping it with a Chaos God in mind. It's so Chaos God way of thinking. Well, I just take you and I this is raw material to
Yep.
something better.
Yep.
I got a health kit up here if anybody needs to heal up.
Someone just healed me. Thank you.
I saw you were literally going the long way around to get this health pack. And I just like, yoink, health pack. And I was like, oh no, you needed it. Okay, sorry. I thought I'd hear you up. So no, good choices. My favourite. So just want to pick on a couple of things that someone said about the Vargolf. You said bad guys. I mean, it all depends on perspective. I would say.
Oh my god.
This is something I have mentioned several times, is that food shopping is a lot more interesting if you're a Vargolf or a vampire in general. And something else I would say is that my favourite model, which I'm surprised none of you guys picked up on, and you call yourself Warhammer fans, is the Rat Bat.
Is the what?
Yeah, that's.
Did you not know it? Oh, you call yourself a YouTube content creator, Doug. The Rat
Jeez.
Bat is, if you look at the rat swarms, one of them...
Oh, the swarms. Yeah.
Did you see that? One of them has the wings of a bat.
Yes. Yeah, the rat bat. Okay, I was trying to understand what you said. I was like,
Oh, sorry.
no, you're good. Oh, yes, the rat is awesome. I love it.
With the wings, though, like, it's a tiny little thing, but it's amazing.
I love it.
I just want to say, separate from Warhammer Quest as well, swinging back to Lumineth, that terrain feature, lovely.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely.
Yeah.
That's gonna happen because I'm gonna make it into something terrible and horrifying looking for Warcry.
Easily turn that into a like a throne for Slanesh.
But just get halfway through and go, make it noble. Just it doesn't work.
For me, my favorite model, I was torn between the same character that Flying Irish mentioned with the fur on her shoulder. I think it does have like a griffin or an eagle head on one end. But for me, it is I don't really know what she is, like a priestess, the Hish lady with the big backpack thing. She's got a hood over her face.
Oh, yeah,
When I
yeah,
saw
yeah.
the silhouette on that one, I was certain it would be Illuminate, but I was
Me
pleasantly
too.
surprised.
Yeah. Yeah, and then she just looks like a Sigmar like priestess or something,
Yeah.
and it's just cool. Wait, did someone die? It just said okay.
I don't know. I picked up a gargoyle head and then like I almost died apparently.
My game glitched. For some reason, like generally towards where the head thing goes, it was like said revive. Like,
That is the purest form of Vermintide. Your game glitches to make you believe you died.
yeah.
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 I don't know what AI they put into this thing, but it's the most obnoxious one I've ever came across. Yeah, I was going to say she looked a bit like the Sisters of the Battle, Sisters of Sigma.
Yeah, she looks like the Repentance or whatever, the medic.
Yeah. I put this out there on my assessment of the releases I did yesterday. I firmly believe that if Games Workshop if their goal was to create like strong female-looking characters, I think they did better between the heroes that Flying Irish and I mentioned and literally the entire Sisters of Battle range. I think those models were just incredible.
I agree. And it's just what I really like is just seeing all these because we're all going to get War Scrolls because we're going to get a War Scroll book in that box. And I'm sure traditionally, as it's a box game, the War Scrolls would be too good that no one takes anything else. But what I hope though is that that's
Somebody actually down, or is my game being weird to me again?
I'm down. To go down as well. Doug, you're going to have to save the team.
What?
Yeah, we're all down.
Oh.
And he just had such a long of a War Scroll, it's just too complicated to understand the payments. But anyway, I talked to the other two, and Doug, you've got to concentrate, but the War Scrolls, I just love it if the heroes you get in the box set belong to certain cities. So you can just get like a Living City hero and a Tempest Eye hero and a Hammerhorn hero, and it would just give those
That'd be cool.
Yeah, give those cities to Sigma models. Because I don't think they'll get any models anytime soon. I did have a bomb though, guys. So I think you want to go and grab that to chuck the enemy if needed. By my corpse where I was left to die.
Where were you left to die? Where did I let you die?
I think I left a gargoyle head somewhere near here. I kind of came up the stairs, I threw a gargoyle head, and now I have no idea where it is.
Yeah. Okay, we'll try and find it.
I put one up. I put that one up.
Okay. Yeah, that's probably the one I just threw around.
Hey, there you are.
I'm gonna while I'm down, I'm just going to.
You're about to get back up, buddy.
All right, I was gonna say, but
get in here.
You've got Lucas asking Doug, were you disappointed that there was no update on malaria?
I honestly, there's so much being released right now that I could not care less.
Disappointed in?
Do what?
I missed what they said. What were they disappointed in?
No Malarian, the Shadow Elves.
I don't even think that was a long shot. That was like never.
Yeah.
That was not happening at all.
And although it would be cool to see Shadow Demons and stuff, and I am definitely down for that, but I do feel like, bloody hell, there's been a lot of elves.
Yeah, no, they're gonna lay out like I saw other people talking about like Malarion was in that short story about the vermin, about the assassin and stuff. I'm like, I don't see them bringing Malarion into the story for at least another year or so. There's so many elves.
Actually, I was thinking of that this morning. I just watched the latest video on the newborn that Doug just put up. Yeah. And I was thinking about what you said in the next grand narrative with the newborn being in central stage. And I just thought to myself, it was mentioned that it was put in Olgu. What a great way to put Malarian in. I mean, you have a newborn of Slanesh in your own realm. You want to take care of that. So I think if they ever came out, they will probably come out at the same time that the narrative in that spot.
Are you guys all dead again?
Yup.
Yeah,
Okay.
are you?
The tip is not.
I didn't mean to sound very what am I trying to say, like down on you.
No, but I mean, we're on your stream. We're trying to make you look good. We're trying to make you
Yeah,
look
exactly.
like our savior.
Apologies, Doug, for trying to read your chat.
Yeah, it's that I'm trying too hard. That's the problem. Okay, yeah.
Exactly. I do love
Okay,
how,
no, I'm gonna heal up.
I don't know if you said
Okay, Gatling.
darn it, because you came out and then you found out that we're all down, or it was because you threw that gargoyle head and you just missed.
Kind of both happened. Yeah, I was like, oh, everyone's gone, and then
Whoa! Oh, I was supposed to fall down there. I take it.
yes.
We're all good. All part of the plan.
Why am I just continuously taking damage? Oh, these things explode, don't they?
Behind us! Help me!
Oh, no.
Oh man.
Bugger off. So if you're wearing no armor, you just like talking to a blade monk before trying to fight. If you're wearing no armor, how's it take you 5 hits to kill you? Oh, another one. Oh, it's blade monks from behind, guys. I think I'm... Well,
Plague monks from behind. I got you.
yeah.
I get it.
Oh,
Sneaky.
Well, I'm dead anyway.
ah!
Oh,
No, no, no.
my little.
Run!
Got some fancy art.
Great.
I picked up a potion of strength. Go. Maybe I'll save that for later. No, take it now.
Yep.
Otherwise, there's no later. This is the pure point of how you call this game a hack and slash. You can't even see the screen. There's just so much blood there. Oh, there's so many from behind as well. Leave me alone. Just like my insecurities catching up with it. Right. We just keep going up these stairs.
Lord Vladik says in the chat, I don't think I understand the point. I'm supposed to die all the time, and the guests carry me.
It's easy being carried. That's what I've realised.
Oh, exactly, yeah.
I've noticed, I don't know if you ever watch anything from the Rock, Dwayne Johnson. However, he says you have to do the hardest work in the room. But if you don't have to do,
Yeah, you got me.
There's
There's
a get shot.
Well,
well behind, guys.
I got
Hey.
shot fairly hard.
I got you.
Thank you. Yeah, you know, in a world of tauntauns, be Luke Skywalker who rides on the back and doesn't do any work, you know?
Exactly. That's why I'm waiting to be rescued.
I always found the Empire would be guys
Nope.
in those films. Oh no. Nothing down. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Once again. Just gonna have a
but now,
nose stuck to my forehead now, just saying that. So
Yeah.
I think Malarian will come in after the whole Slanesh thing gets out of hand in Olgu.
Yeah, I think,
Kind of Deus Ex Machina situation, kind of.
well,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Maybe not Deus Ex Machina, like, I don't think he's gonna solve it, but he'll show up, like, at the end of the story, like, oh, Slanesh is about ready to take over the realms in, like, Olgu or Aish, or both, and then he'll show up, like, saving the day. Obviously, like, planned, like, you saw what was going on, just waiting for his opportunity type of thing, too. He's not gonna show up like, oh,
One thing-
but, like, now you need to help, I helped you, now you gotta work for me type of thing.
There's one thing I'd really actually like to see is just shit really hits the fan in the realm of Ulgu and everything is falling apart, and then Malarian comes in and just, no, but guys, I got this, and he just waves his hand and everything was an illusion. Now the Lord of Slanesh is in another realm.
And it was all a dream.
Yeah.
Now Sigmar wakes up back in the old world.
Yep, that'd be amazing. So for me, what would I say, Malarian? So the way that I look at the newborn thing with Malarian, I look at that as like, for the longest time, the plot hook around Slanesh has been that he's in prison, and I just feel like all they've done is kick that bucket forward, where now whatever the next, main story arc that involves Slanesh and the newborn thing, that is going to be, that's when we'll see Malarian, but I don't get the sense that that's going to be anytime soon. I don't know. That's my interpretation, but yeah, I had no expectations of getting any models for them this week.
No,
Yeah.
I didn't either. I think that would have been crazy if we did get that. Like I wouldn't know what GW's plan would be. Man.
I think
And
we've
I
seen
couldn't
so
afford
much
it.
already. I think so. What we got next month is going to be. I mean, don't know any dates in this, but next month maybe Lumineth for the month after, or we'll either have a quest next month, or we'll have Lumineth, is what I think. And then after that, we're going to have the next big release will be Soulblight Gravelords. So I won't see Dark Elves for a little while.
Yeah, I don't think so.
But I definitely think we will see the Shadow Elves. Like, that will be a thing. They're not going to forget.
No.
But no, like I think we're.
Yeah, back. Sorry.
You're good.
It was nice to when we saw the preview yesterday. Obviously, 40k is very cool, but all the other games are as well. But it was nice to not have to wait until the end of the preview to see the exciting stuff.
Man, there's just nothing about 40k that's exciting to me lately.
Yeah, there was a baby carrier in the last preview.
There was a what?
The Sister of the Battle, like bodysuit, they look kind of like a baby carrier.
Oh yeah, the babyborn.
Yeah. And when I was talking about the preview when it was live, with a bunch of people on my Discord, what we just came down to was like, that'd be really good for the bits box. Like, just take bits of it for
that seems to be the general consensus, yeah.
It'd be really good if we deconstruct it.
I'm excited to have this in other contexts. Okay.
Oh, I was just sorry. Okay, so that's my button there. But I just want to quickly say something completely different. New Bellacore model was a thing.
Yes.
Yep.
That's cool.
I'm. Go ahead.
As someone who painted up Bellacore in the last 6 months, not happy, but.
Oh my gosh. Oh man, I've painted up this horrible, ugly model, and now I have to paint up a beautiful, amazing model in a couple months when it gets released.
Horror.
I weep for you.
Shame.
It wasn't the painting, it was the building of that thing. Well,
That's actually super fair. That thing is a pain in the butt. I'll give you that one.
Yeah, my Bellacore sat unpainted and unbuilt for so long. I was like, I don't want to touch it.
It's like if you ever go against Bellacore, you'll turn to. I don't want to swear on this channel because I've done that before, but he's a bit of a big, and
yes,
when you actually have to, when you go, I don't want to be, the victim of Bellacore anymore. I want to wield his power for myself. Yeah, we have to take that in front as well. It makes you just think it's even more of a pain. But I've just realised we're doing this mission where we've never competed before,
we can coordinate in real time. Like I said, SEAL Team 6, we got this.
Yep.
Is that okay? I have a question.
Taking on champion again.
I
I just want to know, just not mow you all down with friendly fire.
No, I think we're veteran because the whole party has to be at a certain power level to play the higher one.
There's a health potion here, guys. If anyone would like it.
Got a bomb over here.
I'll take a health potion.
That's SEAL Team 6 action right there.
I can be the tank that I was born to be. Seeing as how all y'all have a penchant of dying for no reason.
Whoa. I have a very good reason. I'm not good at the game.
Oh wait, I ran over the gutter runner.
Oh no, I've been tracked away by the sorcerer. Look, I have good reason. The sorcerer
Got it.
at this point. Right. Okay, there's a chest up here as well, guys. That's already been pillaged. Right.
I said there was a bomb up there.
Someone's. Oh, I see. There was a bomb up there, and it seems to be in your inventory. Take over.
Oh, there was 2 bombs, and I grabbed 1.
It's alright. I'm not a judge and executioner.
You're a living bomb. I don't know why you're complaining.
But to be fair, I just love it how I can pick up barrels in this, and they don't get a light, but if you hit them with a dry sword, they will ignite.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's just physics.
I must say, the living bomb argument coming from the guy who's playing the Witch Hunter to the Bright Mage is perfect. Thematic, perfect.
It's all about narrative here on 2 Plus Tough.
Exactly.
Nah.
Oh man.
That's exactly the thing I was most excited when I saw the new Bellacore model. I was like, oh, nice, that model looks awesome. But how will he play in the narrative? I want to know what kind of thing Bellacore will throw in the mix to make everyone lose their shit.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I mean,
I heard a few good theories about how like maybe he's going to try to overthrow Archeon and everything. I'm very curious, very excited.
Ooh.
And what everyone's saying is he'll be like the pinnacle of Undivided, which I know Archaon is, but it's like Archaon Undivided is great as long as you give him a mark that's not the Undivided mark.
Yes, exactly.
The Holy Pinnacle will have something.
The Lord of Undivided Chaos is pretty
It's new
good in anything but Undivided. So, okay, cool.
His sword looks so good. The new Bellator sword.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I actually am. It's weird the things that I get excited for because I'm like, oh man, I want to see the Warhammer Peachy tutorial on how to do that black fire. That's just like a very specific thing that I'm excited about.
That's what gets your gears going. I don't blame you. It does look good and something interestingly as well. It's just like clearly he's not happy with everyone because that is a dead Chaos Warrior on his base. Like,
Yep.
And it's just like I don't know if that's his soul he's ripping out of him or it's just his like life essence. I don't know if that's a soul sort of looking thing. Maybe. But, no, all good, all nice things that we saw yesterday. I think some people are saying that they would have liked more Soulblight stuff revealed, but I'm just like we got a lot.
Well, that's the
I
thing
know
is like
comment.
based on I know people always point to the spider, goblin dudes who never came out, but like the truth is, Silver Tower represented a lot of the units that we got for Tzeentch before that book came out. So it's like, okay, I mean, let's say that only a third of the models that got previewed in Curse City become vampire units. Let's get a kick-ass army. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm in like Flynn. So I think it was just I think there was enough previewed. Is my point going back to Mikey's thing that I feel satisfied in the we got enough of a picture for vampire things that I'm excited.
Yeah, and what I'm surprised about is, they showed us like this new White King, which is very cool. But I'm surprised they didn't just go, "You guys already know about the other vampire. We're just going to show you a 360 shot of that." Like,
Yeah.
I'm surprised they're showing us like new stuff, and because they showed us the White King, it shows that it's like I was talking about that sort of vampire count aesthetic where it's not just vampires and skeletons, it's everything. I did not
hey,
like
no.
this visualize.
The Chaos Spawn.
Yeah, I have a health potion over here by me, which is now by the Chaos Spawn, who's eating my face.
It's easy
That's
to
probably
see
not
now.
good to go get.
No, I was.
You know what? I feel like I would need the health potion if I went over there. I would try anyway.
I'm actually really surprised how much the Chaos Spawn melts with the Gatling gun.
Hey,
Fire it again.
he's
If
coming in
only I
for
had a potion
seconds.
of concentration.
Oh no!
Oh,
That's on me.
That assassin was not.
Oh no!
Ah! Oh
Hey,
no,
guys.
the sorcerer's got me now.
Maybe.
They
Okay.
all come at the same time.
Okay. This is the worst SEAL team ever.
It's not that we are the worst SEAL team.
No,
They-
you're.
they
I
have the
promise.
best. They have the best. The Chaos Spawn, the Sorcerer, and the Assassin. They are
Okay.
They were prepared.
Hey, Craig, res somebody else now.
All at the right time, right? I was in full health pretty much when that assassin jumped to me, and now I'm. Oh, he was having a great time.
We're
And then
oh,
it's back to full health again. Oh my.
jeez. Okay,
Okay,
this is
Melton time.
the fourth time that I've gotten eaten by him.
Ow!
He's a hungry boy.
Ow! I'm down. Come on, tank. You're not supposed to let me fall.
Come on, player. You're not supposed to constantly fall.
I'm down again.
I love how Doug always being the only one who survives. It's now turned into, come on, Doug.
Oh, someone said I can stagger him by using my ultimate, which I just wasted because of a glitchy wall. Okay.
Okay.
Ah, the friggin' rat.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh god.
Well, we're dead.
This is a horrible way to die. Really sad.
Thank you, Kawa, for saying that. I didn't realize I could stagger a big creature like that, but man, I don't know if I'm
Live and learn.
not gonna be able to carry this chest after being able to carry all of y'all.
But I just want to say, I am proud of all 40 of my kills.
Oh man, that was good.
I just like how everything was there. It was perfect.
Yeah, it was. There was no hope of survival.
And it wasn't like we even saw them coming. They all just materialized into the game exactly the same movement.
Whew.
God, that was a.
What are we feeling?
We
Try it
responded to
again.
that.
Try something new.
I think try something achievable.
I didn't say
Probably
achievable. I said new.
Legendary.
I actually really love. This is my favorite setting, or set of levels where it's like kind of like a boat harbor town.
So Gardens of Moor. What we've got is well, boy in the chat saying, regardless of subject, every preview I predict new Urk units. One day I'll be right. I mean, technically that's true. That's very much on the Warhammer Weekly vibe that we were talking about earlier.
Mhm.
Predict it every time, you'll be right one, hopefully. I do want to see
I
Iron
love
Jaws
it.
get moved. Oh, he was right though, because there were new Urk units. Wasn't
Yeah.
there? Specifically one, which was the War
Actually, a curious thing that someone pointed out to me that I didn't realize is that none of the Savage Orcs have bone splitter tattoos. Which I just kind of stared at for a while, and I was like, "Huh, yeah, that's a good point."
Interesting.
All right.
And I don't know what to make of that because like their tattoos are like a big deal. I don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
We're picking this much detail apart, and it comes to a game's where it's like, right, heavy metal painters, you've literally got 2 hours left. Oh crap! Quickly get on with it.
yeah,
skip.
probably.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's probably exactly what happened.
The exact moment someone mentions it in the stream, oh crap.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's like someone mentions, how come we got fingernails, not toenails? And right now I can't think of anything else.
You know, they were probably like, "Hey, listen, we need this for tomorrow," and it's like 11 o'clock in the morning on a Friday. And there's like, I guess I don't need lunch or life or.
It's just when your manager like reminds you, we are paying you for your lunch now.
Exactly. Yeah.
I read the code word here. I know. But yeah, they look great. The snake of the shaman is fantastic.
I'm no coward.
Which I presume means he's immune to any attacks from Daughters of Cain units.
I'm gonna say. I mean, I'm gonna house roll it and say yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Marathi can only take 3 damage. Huh? This guy can't take any damage from your army.
Boom. But
I'll tell you what, someone who plays
he is a
in this
single
one-
orc, so I think that's actually probably pretty fair still.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, like, someone who played in the tournament against Marathi the other week, and me put Marathi in the Sword of Archaon fairly with no cheating dice. And I was like, yes. And then she was like, that's 3 damage. I was like, but you've already taken 3 damage this turn. I was like, yeah, you do nothing. And I was like, why did you even let me attack you? At this point.
I'd
Yeah.
have done the same thing. I'd let
Why did you
back.
waste both of our times by letting me roll these dice?
Exactly. Oh, am I glitched? Oh, thank you for killing me. I don't know what happened there. Take over Mars. Did you see me like half in the
Ooh.
I don't
Yeah,
believe it.
Ah.
I saw that. That was weird.
Speed potion
Oh,
time.
boy. Storm vermin for days. Nope.
Oh, and Assassin managed to get me somehow, but thank you for saving me.
Oh yeah.
How many storm vermins is there?
I don't know.
Not enough.
Enough to be enough to get a Legion discount.
Yep.
Legion Sigma.
At least one more than there should have been. I don't know.
Not enough.
Or I should say, at least a couple less than they needed. How about that?
Yeah.
But actually, it's really tactical, and they've chipped away at each of us just a tiny bit of health, so they know this kid's there. Oh, there's
Nah,
like
they didn't touch me.
there's a bomb over here.
Ooh, yeah.
And I do mean bomb. I don't mean like a bomb. But that's completely different. That would not help the situation at all. Right, let's take over this. What's he called again? The Vestigor.
Yes.
If you're a Vestigor, how can you?
The
die
best
so easily?
of the gore.
I mean, to be fair, that's not hard.
No, it's a low bar. I mean, it's
Yeah.
It's an achievable one. I'll give you
I don't
that.
want to talk about
Yeah.
gores.
that's why I became like the Age of Sigmar lore guy. It's just like, hey, what's the lowest bar? Okay, cool. I can jump over that.
Who else is doing it?
I can practically
you just-
skip over this.
You type in Age of Sigma lore into YouTube before you started, Doug, and it's just like,
There's an assassin
results.
here who is giving me way too much love. I don't want your love. Get away from me. Grow a beard, and maybe we can talk.
Yeah, there you go. Let's see.
Those assassins are very rude. I mean, they don't even buy us dinner first.
No,
They're all
just
over us.
on you, punching you in the throat. I love when they pounce on you like the throat is like, then just 4 knives going into your throat, and you're just like just chilling.
It's a flesh
And then-
wound.
And then your friend just comes and just taps you on the shoulder and puts you back up, and apparently that heals all stabbing injuries.
That medical science. How do you not know that?
I
not
mean,
dead.
NHS a lot. Oh, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
We are
don't
not
you-
dead. We're just very discouraged. It's like moral support. It's there. Okay.
I think
Well, then
one of
after
those Vestigor just knocked the other around by accident.
Oh,
Like
probably that
one was doing a
fell.
charge, and the other one charged into the guy charging.
The guy decided to challenge for the boss right in the middle of it.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean,
It's that awkward bit, isn't it, where like they need to work together, these beastmen, to defeat us, but they know organisation also goes against everything they stand for, so they have to prove themselves right every so often. Oh, we
I
got
would
that.
probably go down fairly soon since I'm on borrowed health. So, just saying.
Oh,
okay, I'll keep an eye out for a health potion for you.
Master.
Oop.
Got a pack master. There
Yep,
we go.
got you.
Thank you.
Sword.
Ooh,
I really
ooh,
love
ooh,
that
down.
handgun. It's such a sniper. I love it. Nope.
Yes, you can carry me.
Oh man. Okay, so question for y'all. I'm trying to think of yesterday's release. Do you guys play Underworlds? I'm curious.
No.
I
No,
have
not yet.
a computer. But that counts. The computer's look, it's great fun. Why play the computer?
Yeah,
I
I
downloaded
am.
it.
Hey, potions over here.
Ooh, I'll grab one.
It's I think what I liked about it is the same reasons why I kind of like Warcry in the sense of like
Okay.
you play multiple
Thank
games
you.
quickly.
You're welcome.
Oh,
There's
I
there's two
was
bombs
drinking
here.
it and they hit me. I was in the middle of drinking it.
Oh, that's it.
So messed up.
Don't hit a dwarf when he's enjoying his beer, you fool.
Yeah, exactly.
There is 2 bombs over here, guys. If you're interested.
Ooh, yeah, I wouldn't mind taking one. I'm having a fierce battle with a Bestigor standard bearer, but
It is fun. I just like this. Like you get to the end of the day. I don't know. You're on a half race.
There's a
How was
backpass.
your day? What happened in your day? You go, had a fierce battle with the best of course. Oh, okay.
that's I tell my wife stuff like that all the time, and she's a trooper. She's just like, "Wow, honey, that sounds really great." I'm like, "Yeah, Jess, it was."
Yeah.
I have the best. Oh man, she's the greatest. It's just like when I was trying to explain Warhammer Curse City, and then I rambled on and kind of got in between explaining like how it's different from Silver Tower, and she was just stared at me the whole time. Just thought I was like one game that I was just bouncing around poor explanations for. I was like, oh, you're so nice just for listening to me.
You are a lucky soul.
Oh man.
No, it's great though to have someone there. I'm kind of on the lines of, the new models came out today. But you've already got enough models. There we go.
See, Jess has never uttered those words to me, and I can't thank her enough for that.
It's the one point where it's like, Doug, are you actually going to build anything?
Yeah, well, she knows that I love to like swap and trade and that kind of stuff, and I mean, I think the closest she's ever asked, like, "Don't you already have enough?" is just like, "Cool, did you clear anything out to get that?" Which is like, she doesn't care if I say yes or no, but she just knows that I generally do. Oh, I hear him.
You're whispering.
Ah, son of a gun! I was like, I hear him. He's close. Camera pans 2 degrees to the left, and it's like, "Ah!"
Deliberately waits for you to actually get eyes on him and to attack you.
I had a standing deal where I could only have 3 armies at a time, but that kind of went out the window with how often I rebuy an army because I'm like, you know what? I missed the way they played.
Hey,
Just do whatever you want.
it's a real thing, man. I mean, I've played Stormcast twice now. Chaos, Slaves to Darkness twice. I don't know. I was tempted to do a third Stormcast here recently, but I fought the urge.
That's good. You should get into Slanesh is what you should do.
Or Lumina.
As for me, the bar is set very high because I couldn't play Age of Sigmar in the first time because I started the Fire Slayer army, then I had less time because we had our first baby, and so I gave away the army, and then after that I wanted to play again, but I didn't have money to buy an army, and my girlfriend was like, "Hey, look, this is an offer for an army. How much is it?" It's way more than I can afford right now. I'm still putting money away. And she said, "You know what? I'm buying it for you." So she bought me a whole army so I could play.
That's the sweetest.
Yeah, and then COVID hit, so I can't play. But still,
There's a tabletop simulator.
she's the
There is
best.
Tabletop in there.
You know, hey, so my thing with selling armies that I tell people is I tend to sell them because they don't have like an emotional significance to me. But whenever somebody like gifts me a model, like it never leaves my shelf. Like absolutely, those things are so important. Just to be like, this was a super cool thing you did. I love it. That's so great to hear. It's cool when like you have stories behind your collection, that kind of stuff. Blah, blah, blah. Let's see.
My only regret is that I can't. Actually, since the last book for Soulbound came out, the Champions of Order, I can actually. I was saying I can't have a model in the Fire Slayer army to be just a female dwarf and would be canon, and I could just name her like my girlfriend, just in honor of that.
Oh yeah.
Now I can, because in the Champions of Order they mentioned Magma Queens and that they can lead feared. So I'm like, maybe it's time to do a conversion for the first time.
Yes, and Magma Queens is.
I'm
there's a Minotaur.
I pick up a potion, I turn around, and just start beating on me.
Yeah, don't worry, I'm coming.
That scared me. I was not expecting a Minotaur just to be.
I'm just gonna focus on staying alive. If anybody.
Right. How did they defeat it in the Greek myth again? Because we're in some sort of Prascombe here.
Where are you?
Great, massive. Great, well, I put fire does not kill her. Gonna chuck a bomb. Try more fire.
I'm coming.
Oh man, that move was all thanks to the chat who told me that I can stagger big boys when I do my rush thing. Okay.
Those Minotaurs don't like the
Call,
guessing. I feel called out.
I'm just saying.
He had a problem with you.
That guy
Always
was
a critic.
That guy was not fighting like he had a 5-up save. I'm just gonna say that.
Yes, it's not.
All right, gonna pull an Obi-Wan, take the high ground.
All right, I'll be on the low ground like Anakin. That's
That's not where you want it. Yeah, right where I want Obi-Wan above me.
It was all part of the plan.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to
But
take the
again-
guy with the massive gun. That's what my strat is.
Stick with those tracks, Dory. They'll guide us.
Oh, that's right. We're following the green slime. I was like, I forgot where we were going. All right, let's see. Oh, there's a ton of health packs. That means something terrible is about to happen to us.
Yeah, say goodbye to loved ones right now.
I'm just gonna top off because we have enough for all of us.
There's a backtrack coming.
Yeah.
Oh, he's lit. No!
Did he get you?
Get him?
Yeah, he's missing.
He got me for like 1 second, then he faced the gash. So we had no chance. Kind of like in AOS, you face the gash and have no chance.
I hear another one.
Ah! There's another. Yeah! I got it.
I just fell down. Okay.
Give him the gash, because I forgot to bring this up when we were talking about him, because we got distracted. But with the narrative, with Legions of Nagash, if it does leave, I feel like they're going to have to get rid of him somehow, like take him out of the narrative picture for some reason.
What, the cash?
From a narrative standpoint or as a model?
Yeah, no, from a narrative standpoint, like, because what the models are just like aspects of them, correct?
But from a narrative standpoint, I guess Teclis is kind of on his case right now. So if they wanted to get him out of the narrative for a little while, he can retreat and think of his next point. So,
well, I mean, like, are they gonna quote unquote kill him like he died before technically.
Oh, I
Yeah,
see.
I
Where he
think
just kind of
it's
goes
more
into
on-
slumber.
Yeah, or is it going to be he gets captured? Because Techless does seem to like to capture things and put them into weird jails.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
guess
they'll
it
do.
depends. I guess it depends on who kills him, quote unquote. Because
Yeah.
when Archaon wrecked his face, it took him years and years
Yeah.
and years to come back, and I don't see that happening again. So
Yeah.
it kind of depends if he's wrecked that much or not.
Well,
What-
I'm curious, like, how are they gonna like get rid of this huge threat he poses to have another bad guy to take
Well,
its place?
I think he'll always remain a threat. And obviously depending on your perspective. But I think like as someone who's like been in Aeris from the start, and I waited years for like the Gash to come out of bloody Stiggits, which is an underworld, to actually do something. I do not want him to be made redundant again for ages. I can definitely see him not being in the Legion from the Gash book or the Soulblight Gravelord book, and just being part of Oshrock's Bone Reapers though. Definitely see that because Nagash really only cares about his Bone Reapers. Like everything else was just like a means to an end.
Yeah.
So,
I'd be down for that. I'd be down if they did Arcan and Nagash in OBR, and then the other two Manfred and what's her butts Neferata in
'cause
Soulblight.
Because realistically, I think you did a video on it, Doug, talking about Death Rattle and their relevance now. In all honesty, I don't. And speaking as Nagash, I can say that. Have no care for Death Rattle. They are now just resources to make something that is better, and something that was Nagash's, if you like, wrong words, but it's the only thing in my head. Final solution. So that is his idea. That's his end game, right? His Bone Reapers, like the Necroquake and everything else, were literally just a way to speed it up. And now that he's got his Bone Reapers, is everything right? And now he's got his Bone Reapers,
Yeah.
he doesn't need the other stuff. Like, so he's more than happy to leave that on his own. Like, if the Bone Reapers came across a Death After Kingdom, I honestly think they would just go, cool, there's no point, farming these guys because we can't, so we'll just take them down to reap all their bones. So I could definitely see some division. Like, Nagash could just declare war. He doesn't see essential.
Yeah, that's a good. I mean, I hadn't really considered that, but yeah, having Arcan and Nagash in one book.
I see him keeping Manfred and Neferata, whatever. Or they could split away from him, which would be cool.
Yeah, I guess I just don't really feel like I know what they want to do with Manfred. Like I've read several of like the Black Library books that have him, and he's cool. All the stories he's in, he's a great character. But I just don't feel like he seems like much more of a manipulator of everybody rather than like vampire centric. Whereas Neferata feels like she's about vampires. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
if Manfred's not in Soulblight, I'm like, okay, whatever. But if Neferata's there, I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, exactly. And in the lore, like Manfred always wanted, his own empire after, the one fantasy empires to rule and be in charge and everything else. And he got that. I can't remember what it's called. Is it Castlevania or something? Or is that the name of a Netflix series? I'm thinking in my head.
No, Sylvania is the area, yeah.
But that's what it was in fantasy. But I don't know if they probably just stuck an A at the front of it or something. So he got his own little kingdom, right, to rule over. And then as soon as he got that, he got incredibly bored. So it shows that Manfred doesn't really want to rule. He has no interest in trying to rule the vampires.
Right.
Yeah.
I think he wants. He's perfectly happy to have Nagash's throne. And the interesting thing they've actually stated in the lore is that the reason why Nagash has like Manfred and Neferata on the same level is because he knows that their bitter rivalry will stop them from ever joining forces to try and take down Nagash.
Which I like.
Yeah, I think it makes an interesting dynamic. But you know what? They could just go. There's a bit where in Nagash the Undying King, I think the book's called, that was mentioned several times. Such a great book. Go read it. I'm not sponsored by Black Library.
I know. Oh, honestly, when I talk about that book, it sounds like I am because I just love it so much.
It shows so many different things about Shaiish, and what I really like about it is at the start they literally do talk about Nagash as if he's an old man that maybe needs to be put to the retirement home. Like
Yep.
you have meetings between Arkan and Nagash, and then they have like a meeting about how Nagash has got plans, because Nagash just sees himself as an entity at that point. It's not even are you out of guns? Oh no, we're good. Thank you, Doug.
Yep.
Nagash just sees himself as an entity at this point, like he's not even a being.
Yeah.
And when he has these conversations with Arkan of how Nagash plans to make things right and everything else, and then basically the narrator says that Arkan has had this conversation with Nagash like 1,000 times, exactly the same conversation.
Yep.
Because Nagash is just not really with it, and then Neferata comes and says, he's not really with it. Is he really still the right person to lead us all? And so there's always doubt and stuff, and it's not like they all apart from Arkan.
Oh no!
Right. Darn.
I was coming to save you all, and they got me in the back.
With Arkan,
Was a health potion over on the corpse?
Yeah, give me 1 sec. There's a whole bunch of storm vermin here.
Drink your own health potion.
Doug is just so done with saving us. He's like,
Oh, I didn't realize y'all were dead. I wasn't paying attention to that.
Oh, you all died again? Oh.
I'm sorry, I can't keep up with how fast you guys, die.
Maybe we shouldn't have destroyed the chain so fast.
Nah.
One after another.
I say go for it.
Exactly.
This
The quicker you
guy
complete the mission,
has
well,
taken so many daggum hits. My goodness. Okay, Flying Irish, you're on reviving other people.
No. He's being rescued now.
we have to set them free now.
Oh, man. Oh.
But with Arkan, maybe it was Soul Wars, the book? I don't know. It's been a while. I remember somebody it's saying that Arkan didn't actually have any free will, and he wasn't really Arkan anymore.
I can't remember.
Oh,
I
it's
know,
so
like,
nice of
Arkan
them.
is a champ. I think he does still have a will of his own, but he's just really loyal.
Yeah, it was like at the very beginning of Soul Wars, the book. They're taught Nagash is
Was
pontificating.
Was Arkan and Nagash like strolling along the city with Nagash's are and they had this conversation? Because I vaguely do remember as well. Was that a thing?
Yeah.
Were they like talking to each other, saying like it's the plan complete and all that sort of thing?
I mean, I'm not sure. I just remember in Soul Wars at the beginning, he was pontificating about death and all his subjects and how Arkan is just
Yeah.
I
will-less.
also can't remember Mars. What I'm going to do, I'm going to throw that question to the master of AOS lore here on
Okay.
YouTube, which is Doug. So I'm sure you can remember, can't you?
About Arkan?
Does it?
Yeah, so-
lost a bit of his free will.
So there is a conversation at the beginning of Soul Wars that Craig is talking about, and Nagash is staring at him, and it's like he thought he detected a hint of sarcasm or will, and then he just pretty much said, "That doesn't make sense. Arkan's nothing but an empty vessel. He would never have his own thoughts." And that doesn't. It could be taken in two ways. One, that Nagash is totally right in the sense that Arkan, he was speaking factually. Or he was just so self-absorbed that he doesn't realize that Arkan does in fact have his own machinations and that kind of thing. So I don't really have a solid answer. It was a good little lead though, if they ever decided to do anything with Arkan.
I think that's what Games Workshop are really good at doing, aren't they? They just put all these little notes that could lead somewhere.
Yep.
Like I'm still waiting for Sky Drop Pirates. I don't think they put somewhere.
Ooh.
Oh, behind. Is it
Oh.
you?
I got a bomb.
Yep.
Boom.
Cool.
Nice.
Woo. Okay. Let's see. Hey, want to start a new AOS army? Preferably not order and not a horde. Any suggestions? There's so many suggestions. Narrow it down a little bit for us. That's 3 grand alliances. Probably not death because they're generally horde centric. Generally.
Okay, flash your courts.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Slanesh.
Slanesh.
Yep, that's the only answer. Best
Is-
I mean,
army.
is it?
Actually, I can't say the best army. That game I played yesterday left a sour taste in my mouth, but still.
Dang. Well, you know, and the new book's coming out. Who know? Yeah. So, or is the new book out yet already?
Yeah, it's out.
It's out last weekend, wasn't it? Just gone.
Yeah.
Okay. I can't keep track of time anymore.
It came out Saturday. I picked it up Thursday, but it came technically out Saturday, and I played Sunday, and it was maybe it was a bad matchup against Gargants, the Sons of Behemoth, but it was the new Locust ability. I absolutely hate it. Like my glass jaw gets punched real hard. I'm like, I can't do much about that
Yeah.
anymore. Like, if I don't kill your things, I'm dying. Is pretty much what it is. The Keepers of Secrets.
Yeah.
Like, they're both in combat. I'm like, well, one of them's already dead. That's just the end of it.
I mean, for me, with the Sinesh stuff, all my Sinesh is basically invested in Slaves of Darkness, and then it seems like when you import them into the new book, they don't get the Hedonites keyword, so then I'm like, oh, okay, I can't really play that game. Like, it can be, you get no benefit.
Totally.
Yeah.
Which is a shame, because I've always thought Slaves of Darkness was the best value army.
Yeah, I mean, I still technically, I still think it is as of yet. I mean, until Zinch stuff, Zinch and Korn get the same kind of treatment. I don't know. I am unsure. I think so. Typically on these things, I play 3 games, and that was our 3. So y'all are more than welcome to keep playing. But I think I'm gonna hop off here pretty soon. Let's see.
That's fine. I'll probably head off soon as well. I mean, our Prime Minister over here has announced some stuff about if I'm allowed to leave my house or not, so I better check. It's been so long since I went through shopping.
Yeah, just go attack them with some Lysol and sprinkle them with pine salt like it's holy water or something.
Yeah, just literally just go. My hair hasn't been cut for like 18 weeks. God.
Sweet. Well, hey, I wanna thank all of you. So, Flying Irish, so good to have you on chat, buddy. Love your thoughts, and Craig with Takeover Mars, awesome stuff on Instagram. Go check him out. And then on YouTube's, I guess on YouTube's, you're also now putting stuff on YouTube as well, Craig. So Takeover Mars and Agent Nagash on YouTube. Agent Nagash can help you learn why every army is awesome, and I'm just kind of here. So, friends, thank you all so much for hanging out with me, and I will catch you next time. And happy wargaming.
Thank you.
And